Yeah.
It reminds me of that. What did the seagulls in Finding Nemo? Do they go meet, mate, mate, mate? That's what it was.
Sounds about right for seagulls.
Oh my giddy aunt! Everybody is in the right place. I don't have to change anything at all. How
Quick,
exciting!
I'm gonna get out really quick. See what happens.
Yeah.
I can only assume, that the balance for that we are now going to have a cursed session.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's it. It'll go downhill from now on. Hang on. Channel. I put your leaping bog yeasts in the title as well, Fishy. On Twitch. I thought you've got a channel, so I'll put that one up there. Mr. Pickles has a channel.
Sometimes I even use it.
Yeah, and Mr. Pickles has a channel because he used to stream
For like 2 whole weeks. Yeah.
Yes, he used to stream. He used to do a podcast.
For like 2 weeks.
We're waiting for the.
Now you're gonna have his own little YouTube show.
Now I'm gonna write a book.
Ooh.
Put 2 weeks in.
I thought the book was going to be a retrospective on your awesome podcast and streaming career.
I could do that, but I was going to talk about life with my friend Raph.
How to fail on the internet. Oh God, that was
how to fail on the internet. Your friend what? Sorry, Raph.
Raph.
Hey, he was streaming the other day.
I wouldn't know. My book's all about how I don't have that life with Wrath.
That you're missing out on. That you kind of
that
would be like to have it.
Not really.
No, I wouldn't.
It's gonna be a very confusing book.
I'm looking. What's the title going to be? Just out of interest. Have you not got that far?
I was gonna go with Life with Wrath, but
oh.
Okay. You know what? I'll talk to my people. We'll workshop some ideas.
I think if you're escaping wrath, like you're escaping your own wrath against wrath.
Oh, that's clever. That is clever.
As I said, I'm gonna workshop with my people. Captain Kangaroo.
I thought you were going to call it Me, Myself, and Wrath, which I thought had a nice ring to it.
Sure, yeah. He's pretty much multiple personalities, so might as well. Actually, Wrath might not exist if at this point. I think it's just Mr. Pickles waking up in the middle of the night streaming under the pseudonym, but not even realizing it.
That could be
Some
the case. Would
could be.
Mr. Pickles, will you ever stream ever again?
Probably not. Yeah, no, I'm just not good at it. And
would you be a guest on a stream like this, but like different?
I mean, done that for years. So
yeah.
So we're like, oh, would you ever consider trying cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheese, yeah.
I eat cheese all the time. I have cheese in front of me.
No.
You made a quesadilla.
Yep.
What?
With some Tillamook cheddar.
What's that?
Tillamook is a dairy brand. It's a farm in the Northwest.
What was the first bit?
Yeah.
Quesadilla?
What's that?
Well,
I don't know.
Captain Kangaroo is saying it wrong. Quesadilla is a tortilla with cheese pan fried and then another tortilla on top, kind of like a pizza almost.
Oh, right.
Slice it into slices.
Is that the one that you put mincemeat in?
You could. But traditionally, the bare minimum is it's a tortilla with melted cheese and then another tortilla. Right. You can add spices, vegetables, meats, whatever.
Or you put only one half the cheese on a tortilla and then fold it.
Oh, yeah. Does that have a name?
I call it a halfer, but it's just a quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
Because it's half a quesadilla.
Do we have them in the UK? Or is it just me that
maybe at Taco Bell?
You can get them, yeah, but
there's often packs in Sainsbury's that have sort of like a wooden box that says it has tacos or something inside it. I've never bought one, but I don't know what.
It's just a hard shell taco, probably.
Is that just
The
like?
You got to fill it yourself.
Oh, right.
you put the stuff in it. It's just the shell.
Oh,
But you could just buy corn tortillas, put them in the oven, and let them like naturally kind of take shape.
oh, do they naturally bend?
If you have like a grate,
put them back underwards, like if you put them upside down.
yeah, you
on
put them on a
something.
grate so that two sides of the corn tortilla are going over, and then just heat it like for 10 minutes on 350 degrees.
This should be your new stream. Mr. Pickles and Captain Kangaroo do
Teaches
food and drink. Yeah.
Except one of us is always lying about it and getting things wrong on purpose, and the other one
What is it?
yeah, that would be so fun. And at the end, you can say,
we have to do that thing where we ask one of you, would the other one tell us to put it on 300 degrees?
And we both will say, no, we're both telling the truth.
we're both.
What's the point of lying?
Right. Before we get on, and because we're halfway through combat,
Let's
actually.
get off.
We are?
Before we, yeah. You're not. I think.
No.
Yeah, you're right the way down at the bottom, Merrick. You're
Yes.
busy attacking a dark sorcerer.
Yeah, because he was throwing magic, and I thought it would be a good idea to give him something to think about other than casting spells.
Yes, it was a very good idea. Before we do that, I would just like to say that I have changed my orders on Ko-fi. And now in the green order, before you got heroic points, okay? So I've downgraded them slightly to bring in another tier for the red order. So the green order tier now are called nudge rolls, because I was paying attention while we were streaming, and a lot of times you get very close to something but fail it altogether. So the nudge rolls can change your dice roll between anywhere between 0 and 10%, if that makes sense. So it doesn't give you an automatic success, but it can nudge the rolls. If you remember Leoness, when that came out, I think you can actually nudge it one either side in the Leoness rules, but I'm not doing that. Anyway,
On an opposed roll,
yeah,
could we nudge it to get it closer to the actual skill roll and make it harder for the opponent to beat?
yes. You can use the nudge rolls any way that you want, but you only have 2 for the whole month, and they're
Right.
so it's the 1st of August, so you're starting with those 2. I can't remember whether or not it's 1 each or 2 each. I can't remember. I need to go back, but it's either 2 or 4. But we'll go with 2 to start off with. Now, just to let you know that the order people can designate who they give those roles to. Okay, so they can actually say, I would like to support Cyrus because he needs support, and give nudge rolls specifically to that person. Now, that hasn't been done, and in that case, they all come to me. No, you have you have them as a party to use. So that means that you've got anybody can use them at any time, but once they've gone for the month. Okay, and if anybody subscribes to the red order, then you get heroic points. Just to also let you know, just to spice things up, they can also name NPCs and locations in the game now at those levels, and there's a whole load of goodies on World Anvil as well. Yes, so
when we meet Merchant McSellface, we'll know what.
Yeah.
I was thinking we could go to a nice little island adventure called Cyrus's Doom.
Exactly.
Why? What's that?
Seems like a cool place.
Seems like a cool place. I was actually introduced to a really good form builder and questionnaire called Tally. I don't know if you are aware of it, but it's free. There are paid prices, tiers, but it's free, and you can pipeline and password protect on the free version. So it works absolutely like a dream, much better than Microsoft Forms or anything like that I was using. So yeah. So, and would you believe ChatGPT that? So it's done one good thing. Which is brilliant. So yeah, if you want to check that out, it's just Tally. I forgot what we were talking about. Oh,
We were on nudge points. Whatever came after that.
yeah. I was celebrating Merrick's use of outmaneuver in the podcast episode.
Yes. I loved Outmaneuver. That was really good. I haven't listened to the podcast yet, but I will do.
Well, it was Pete and Matt were back, and we were talking about, because they're my combat experts, and we're talking about how to play animals that hunt in packs. So like a pack of wolves, or we did swarms as well. But it's so interesting because I got to the end of the podcast episode and just think, sorry, a pack of wolves can just wipe out a whole party in one fell swoop. And it was just sort of like, because they said, oh yeah, but what they're likely to do if you run, they'll just follow you until you get tired.
They'll chase you down, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking, yeah, Bartleby will be casting vigor as many times as he wants, but even him, he has limitations. So good podcast episode. And next month, Loz is coming up to do updates. Lots of exciting things coming up. I'm just rabbiting on at the moment. I always have to be careful because I know a whole load of things and I don't know whether or not it's public knowledge to know what I know. Does that make sense? And I sort of think, can I say that? Or can I not say that?
I think the Marvel producers are cool with what you said.
What?
Yeah. The Marvel producers. I feel like I feel like you're fine. I don't think you're not going to get let go or anything, so you're fine.
Excellent. And the other thing that I had to say is that I'm now producing content for World Anvil. So you can always use the code INWILS and get 51% off your any yearly subscriptions by using that code. So I've asked them to cover my cost of World Anvil, if that makes sense, rather than just pay things, because that gets all confusing. Anyway, World Anvil INWILS is the code. Okay, we're right in the middle of a battle, and my turn order says combat round 3, turn 2, and we're in order, so I'm assuming that is where we're actually starting. So you would have had one combat round. You keep your action points up to date, so that's absolutely fine. I just would like to say a couple of things that have happened. This guy was a big Darkling, and he's been taken out by Merrick. He's gone. Cyrus, you had your arm nearly blasted off with a rack spell, but luckily, Hero Bartleby healed you up. And if you remember, you used a luck point to reduce the major to a serious, and then Bartleby healed you up in mid-combat. You have given damage resist to people, which actually saved Merrick, I think, from a nasty
Look at all this teamwork.
Yeah.
There's so much teamwork happening.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is. It's
not like us.
It's then as Merrick left the Frost Darklings and approached the Dark Sorcerer, Lionel shot off an arrow at range and then came in to attack. the Frost Darkling in front of you, Bartleby, you have Amriel's protection of your shield up, attacked you, but then after some coaching, what's the word I'm looking for? To coax.
The one with the X in it.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
You actually coaxed Cyrus across to help you. If you watch it back, it's so. And you've got your flame glaive up.
Okay.
That's what you got. And Merrick, you had a nasty surprise down here because you hit the Dark Sorcerer. You did quite a nice lot of damage, if I remember correctly. But it bounced off some black dark aura. I don't know whether or not you remember that.
That rings a bell, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one with protection.
Yeah, and people who are fighting the Frost Darklings are also experiencing the same issues. One last thing, if you remember, the Frost Darklings are emanating frost that actually damages you while you're in the proximity. Merrick, I think you took some damage from them earlier on, and we haven't got to the end of the combat round 3 yet, but then anybody in the closeness, in the proximity of the Frost Darkling actually take that damage as well, and that goes through armor and through damage resist because it's pure chilling cold. So we are combat round 3. At the end of this combat round, I think we need some endurance checks, but we'll see where we get up to. And we're coming straight down to you, Merrick, down with the Dark Sorcerer down here. Now, you've done, I have to say, you've done really well in this combat. As Bartleby commented, you're the first crowd control person that they've had. This guy seems to be... Bartleby, you shocked him, if you remember. That broke his concentration, so he's lost his rack spell, because that would ruin his concentration after his willpower check.
I'm sure I dismissed magic too on somebody. I did a little nope at somebody about something, but I don't remember what it was. Might not have been this one.
No, it hasn't been.
Well then.
I would have known. There's been no dismissing magic.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was seeing my devotional pool was 5 out of 7. But that would have been the healing that was the other.
Yes. Yeah. Merrick, we're coming straight to you on 19.
Well, that damage resistance could have been a fluke, so I guess I will have another go at hitting him and then rethink if this doesn't work.
Yeah.
So, see, what's my 101 penalty? I'm at 106, so that's going to be a penalty of
minus
6 for that.
Let me just call up his... and pop it out so it's over. Oh, that's a good shot.
Well, no, it's not a great shot.
Oh, yeah, it hits, which is good.
It wants to be a bit lower to be a great shot.
Yeah, so I will...
But it is a hit, yeah.
Yeah, I will use an action point with my Dark Blade to try to parry your large weapon. I think this comes up. Yeah, what am I at? -6, did you say?
-6, yeah.
Yeah. Here we go then. Oh, misses. He misses. He got an 89 out of an 81. So,
That's what we like to see.
just to let you know, even if with that -6, he just would have failed, wouldn't he, by 2 points? Oh no, his attack is 87. No, yeah, he would have done. Yeah, so you will have a special hit location and a damage.
Yes. Okay. I need a critical to get the only special that really counts at the moment, don't I?
What's that?
I was thinking bypass armor needs a critical, which is the only thing that's
is.
really going to be useful to me
Yeah.
right now. I suppose. I keep thinking about my options. He's going to be armored wherever I hit him because it's magical armor, so hit location is not going to make a big difference. He does have a blade.
I do. I have a.
So...
I think it's a dagger.
Yeah, if I had a better roll, I might try disarm opponent, but he's only got a beat 15 to.
I do, yes.
Yeah, to resist that. So
how big's your weapon as well?
Useful.
How big's your weapon?
My weapon is, I believe it's medium. It's got a long reach, but I think
Okay,
it's
then.
medium.
So,
yeah, medium.
So his roll would be one step harder, wouldn't it? Because the difference in weapon sizes adjusts the difficulty roll.
You know, let's.
I was looking for my card under unarm, but it's disarm.
I'm just thinking, given that I don't think I've got much chance of getting a disarm to work, I think I'm going to try damage weapon instead.
Okay. Yeah.
As a special.
We haven't damage weapon.
Yeah.
I can't remember a time.
No.
Maybe
so
Captain
damage roll
Kangaroo's...
applies to the weapon rather than the wielder, which presumably his magic will not help with.
Correct.
Targeted weapon uses its own armor points for resisting the damage, and if reduced to 0 hit points, the weapon breaks. So we can give that a go.
Do I have resist? No, I don't think I do. Yeah, no, I don't. It doesn't look like I do. So go for it.
Right.
Do some damage.
So let's have a go at this damage.
Oh! Oh!
That definitely could have been better. 3 damage. Oh dear.
It could have been, but you do hit his blade. Hang on. I like it when I have to grab the rule book. I always think it's. I just need to look up disease.
Oh, good. That makes me feel better.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, right. Nice. You have definitely, there's his, you probably chinked the blade or maybe even bashed the hilt or the pummel slightly, but it does look like his weapon is slightly somewhat damaged. And please remember that weapons have armor points as well.
Yeah. I suspect that's going to be a chink, but no actual hit point damage, probably with a roll of 3. But it was worth a try.
It was worth.
And it made him spend an action point.
It did. And he's going to use his last action point to try to hit you back on his 16. I'll still have. So this is when your -6 comes in. So because you're over 100, you need to declare whether or not you're going to parry this or not. So if
Fortunately, I'm out of action points.
Oh, right. So therefore, I won't have the minus.
Unless you
So
spend
that's
luck.
not going to apply.
You could use a point at luck and gain an action.
Oh, that's a very good point. Yes. I'm going to use a point of luck and gain an action because I do not like the idea of standing there and letting him swing it.
Right. So therefore...
so then the -6 will apply.
Yeah. So here we go. Yeah, so I get a 56, so I will hit you. So you can parry as normal.
-6 applies to my parry.
So we're both successful, but your weapon is bigger than mine, so to speak, which means that you will absorb. You'll stop the damage coming into you, and I don't get a special because we both were successful. And then we're coming right the way up to the top to Mr. Bartleby, who is stood gloriously bathed in the moon aura of his goddess, with little Cyrus fiercely protecting him. What would you like to do, Mr.?
I believe I didn't even try to evade or parry when I was attacked last time because I trusted Namriel.
Yeah, that is correct, yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and use shock on this guy to try and help out Cyrus, who we're going to call Big Cyrus because it's an ironic rap name.
Because he's
and I'll
he's
change
bigger
my
than when he
name.
was younger. I don't know.
Sure. 78 out of 99.
That is good enough to be successful. What's my resist? Evade. Oh, hang on.
Time to dance, Darkling.
Yeah. So I will use. Let me just. Oh, I've got no action points left. So I can't. I can't evade. So yeah. So I won't have a resist. So you will actually. Ooh.
I think I want to make him kneel down so it's easier for Big Cyrus to hit him.
Yeah.
For one.
Give him right in the knees.
Is that one turn then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good because that'll be his next attack that is coming up, which will be. So he is now prone because that will make him have a dead leg, won't it?
And it'll make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
I like for our enemies to be annoyed by my presence.
Hells yeah.
So he's now down. He is going to. He's got no action points left, so he can't do anything on this guy. He must have done some resist one because this one that's fighting Lionel still does have action. That happened, but we'll go with it.
I think he tried to parry a glaive attack or something.
Oh, right. Oh, that might be it. Okay, then. So this one is fighting Lionel, who doesn't have one.
For an arrow shot, you don't get like an evade, do you?
You can actually, you can't evade it, but you can parry it with a shield. So shields actually allow you to parry missile weapons, which is a great one to have. The other people who can parry missile weapons are mystics with arrow cut, because they can slice them out of the air.
That makes sense.
If need. So this is Lionel's. Ooh! Hey, I'm on a good roll.
Yay.
So both people were successful, okay, but Lionel got a crit, which means he gets a special and he's actually parrying, so he will have a defensive special to use. Ooh, anybody want to offer what you want him to do?
I think trip would be funny, but disarm also makes sense. If those are workable.
Just bringing special effects. Are they both? I can never work out this table at all. And that. What did you want? Disarm. Disarm opponent will work. He can use it as a defensive. What was the other one you said? Trip.
Yeah, I said trip would be funny, but I think it's more in character for him to try to disarm.
And yeah. So if he tries to disarm the doesn't he need to have unarmed combat? Oh no. It's take weapon that you need unarmed combat. He
Accidental injury is the other potentially fun one. Cause the attacker to damage themselves.
Oh, I like that. What is that?
But that, unfortunately, that needs the attacker to fumble rather than him to crit. So that I knew it needed a special, but I forgot.
Okay then. So the opponent must make an opposed roll of his combat style against the character's original roll, which was a crit 8. So that will be a good thing for him to do. Is that what we want?
Yeah, I think as a mercenary that makes sense.
Yeah.
If he can parry, he'd want to disarm the enemy so he can kill him.
He doesn't have one of this, so he must beat a crit. So he fails that roll. So does Lionel have a damage? I feel it's just me playing at the moment.
You deserve a crit from now and then.
And as long as we play better when we're not here, that's what matters.
So Lionel doesn't have a damage modifier, which means the weapon just falls to the feet of the Darkling. If he had a damage modifier, it would be flung that amount. That's my Frost Darklings done. And Lionel now gets an attack. He's only got one action point left. So are you happy for him to use it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going in for the kill.
Oh!
He is going in.
What is with his rolls?
Good for Lionel.
Oh, this is me rolling. This is me.
Now, can Merrick's rolls do this?
Now my Frost is out of actions now, so that's going to give him 2 crits, 2 specials to use. So what he has no weapon in his hand at all. What would you like him?
But these guys have armor on, like natural or physical.
They are wearing armor. They've also... Oh, hang on. I think the last time somebody tried to hit them, there was...
They're magically protected as well, aren't they?
They were magically protected.
This sorcerer dude at the back is he's like being the anti-Cyrus, and I don't like it.
Okay then. So just out of interest,
I mean, he sucks. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So
Facing him does.
Lionel has his halberd out, which is a 2-handed weapon. His max damage would be 10 points. Okay, so if his max damage gets through, then it'll give you some indication of the the actual level of the protection. So he could actually use max damage. He's got a crit, so he can use choose location, head, and max damage, or choose max damage, and he can impale. Well, impale will be pointless, won't it?
He could, instead of max damage, he could bypass armor, which doesn't tell us how protected they are, but
no. The other thing
might do a better job of actually dealing with this guy.
The other thing that he can do is entangle. Because halberds can actually entangle.
I feel like the two options we have is a bypass armor max damage or a max damage headshot. Like those are, I just imagine that this mercenary is trying to be effective, not taking these guys down for hostages.
Okay, so let's do headshot max damage and see whether or not that could actually take it out. Yeah. Okay, then.
That'll tell us something at least.
It certainly will. Right.
You do two damage.
If his max damage does no damage, then we start to worry.
Okay, so he whacks this thing at the creature's head, and there's this black aura sort of appears around it, but he does do some damage to the creature's head. He actually does a slight little cut appears. Just the slightest of cuts. And that's Lionel done. Cyrus, you're up. You're in.
I'm going to attack
the
thing in front of me as prone. Hopefully that benefits me in some way.
It actually, if he attacks from prone, it's formidable, but you can carry on attacking as normal. Oh, I tell you what I should do. Swap everybody over to the screen that has the map on, which might be helpful. Yeah, go for it. Hit me. It's now. I don't have any action points left, so you've got 2 specials.
And let's see. The 2 specials I'm gonna do is bypass armor.
Yeah.
And choose location.
Hang on. I just need to check whether or not does bypass armor go past.
Pretty sure it's natural and worn armor, like because
however,
yeah,
it does say for the purposes of this effect, physical protection gained from magic is considered as being worn armor.
Well, Bartleby does not like that.
Right. Yeah, nice.
So on a crit, you can bypass damage resist, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that the last sentence?
So
that crazy mean last sentence.
That's
no,
really
I like that sentence. It's the only hope I've got of damaging this guy.
No, yeah, it is. But yes, Bartleby, you've got a slight worry now, haven't you?
Nope, I don't worry at all.
Because that shield I could actually bypass. I can bypass your damage resist as well on a crit.
But you need a crit to do it.
Yeah.
Do the dice love you that much?
Well, just
I'm hoping that you use all your luck so far.
Just look at all my 8s coming up. Yeah. So you're going to bypass armor as a crit, and what was your other one going to be? Sorry.
Should I do choose location head or should I do maximize damage?
What?
You know what? I'm going to maximize damage.
Yeah, I'd go for maximize damage.
Yeah.
So what's your normal dice rolls what would be your normal dice roll?
1d, it's 1d8 1d8 is my number of dice roll.
Okay, then is that with your flame on?
But by flame, it's plus 1d3. I don't
So
know if that's maximized.
no, so your initial dice is, so it'll be 8, and then plus 1d3. So you'll roll your 1d3 and add it on to 8.
Okay, and plus 2. There's a plus 2.
Yeah. So it'd be 10 plus your 1d3.
Okay. Just do a roll 1d3 real quick then. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nicely done.
So that's 13.
13, yeah.
Yeah. Okay then, and that's going into his.
For sure, rolls his d20.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, please go in where he's passive blocking. Because passive blocking is done as cover and not armor. 14. Oh, you swine! You know that's my right arm, which his left arm is actually passively blocked. Okay then. So how much did we do? 13, did you say?
Yeah, 13 damage. Bypass all armor.
Um,
So no protections.
yeah, he's got no protection. He's only got his magical armor. 13. Okay, he needs to roll his endurance against your original attack. Was oh nice.
Critical 5.
Come on.
Critical 6.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Right. So he actually fails endurance check. You've neatly taken off his right arm, and he is virtually out of the fight. Well done, Cyrus. We're still in round 3, but we're coming to turn 3. Merrick, I don't think you have any left.
No.
Dark Sorcerers doesn't. Bartleby doesn't. Frost Darklings don't. Lionel doesn't. Cyrus.
I don't know what I've done this round, to be honest. So I couldn't tell you.
Okay, so let's move on to round 4. I just noticed that there's little negatives by my turn. Okay. Bartleby, when do you roll endurance checks?
I thought it was at the beginning of round 3.
Okay.
But I don't remember if I rolled or not. I can scroll and check.
It tends to be at the end of a round, or what's Cyrus's and Merrick's?
I do see I did an endurance.
That be it then.
For combat round 3.
Yeah, so you would have done it at the end of combat round 2, because I'm sure you're 2. Cyrus.
I guess it always happens at the end of round 2, beginning of round 3.
Yeah, exactly.
So I always thought it was just when we hit 3.
So Cyrus and Merrick, you'll both need endurance checks at this point. So does.
I'm going to use a point of luck on that one.
Oh, you don't want an energy drink from Amriel?
No, I think I'm going to.
Oh, are you lucking people, or
I will reverse mine.
Reverse yours, and
yeah.
What about?
This is a very difficult decision because he's in my last point of luck if I use it, but the effect of being fatigued could be worse than not having a luck point to rely on.
So if you go up to Winded, the first thing that you'll notice is that all your
All
physical,
difficulties become one harder, don't
yeah,
they?
any physical skill becomes one level harder.
Hmm. That said, I've got a really good duelist skill.
Yeah.
So I've got a reasonable chance, even one harder. I think I'm going to hang on to my luck point. I'm going to take that. I'm going to become winded.
I think
it's a risk, but we'll
yeah.
see how it works.
So, can you see where it is on your couch sheet? It's in under.
Yep, I have.
Yeah.
I've swapped that to winded now.
Yeah. Right, and we're straight with you, Merrick. Let me just do action points on everything. Okay, Merrick.
Okay.
Oh, you need a crit.
So,
you
I need a crit.
You hear
I don't
Lionel.
think I'm going to get one, but I really need a crit.
Just to let you know, Darcy End in the chat says, "Good idea, Fishy. There's still a long way to go in tonight's adventure."
Yeah, losing all my luck points in the first
half
hour is not a good plan.
The nudge roll wouldn't have helped you in any case because it would have taken it down to 62. No. So, yeah. Okay, so you damaged this guy's weapon. Last one.
Let's have another attack and see what we can do.
Okay.
I can't think of anything flash to do at the moment, so I'm still thinking maybe my next action point can go.
Oh, he gets a crit! How on earth?
That is a crit straight off. That's what we like to see. What are the odds?
You guys sure are doing good.
Well, I guess I know what the odds are. They're roughly 7%.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. Right. So my little dark sorcerer will use.
See, he can feel the fatigue setting into his muscles, and in desperation, he just gives it all he's got.
We're in our first hour. We've used 5 crits so far.
I know.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
I'm at -6. Is that right?
That is at -6. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so I succeed, but I'm not. I don't crit. So you will actually hit me, but you will get one special because you're one level. Yeah.
But it's a critical special.
It is a critical.
My one special will be bypass armor.
Good choice. Good choice. So I will need a hit location and then some damage.
Okay, a hit location. Oops, I put the turn order in front of my dice. That doesn't help.
5.
Right, so we've got a hit location.
A leg.
5. A leg. That could be worse.
You don't need those. You need one of those.
The nice thing that if you cut it off.
Oh, for God's sake! Okay, it's making up for the crit by giving me a 2 damage roll. At least
can you use a luck roll for damage rolls?
You can use a luck to re-roll the damage. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I
say use a nudge and add 10 to it.
No, you can't do that. But you could use a luck roll and re-roll it. That would be complete.
Yeah.
I suggest that.
Much though I don't want to use my last luck point this early in the game, I don't also want to do 2 damage, so I am indeed going to re-roll that. See, as I now roll a 1. No, I'm not again. A waste of a luck point.
No.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. You do bypass the armor though, so you do.
I do lightly scratch him.
You do damage, which means I need to make a willpower check. It's not opposed by anything. I've just got to be successful.
Just a straight will.
Yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. I don't have any spells. I'm not concentrating on any spells. Rack, I was concentrating on. So that doesn't matter. Yeah. So you have he does have a slight wound in his left leg. And as you swipe with your sword, you almost like slice through the black aura. It sort of like appears, and you just slice through it using some strange ability.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about.
I win the moral victory.
Yeah.
He didn't think I could damage him.
But you can. Okay. To disengage, I just roll my evade, don't I? And you roll your evade.
It's I don't remember how it works.
Withdrawing. Otherwise, I'm sure we both roll evade. The combat's match evade skills in an opposed test. If the character wins, then they disengage. If not, they remain in combat. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get out of range from you, and I'm going to try to disengage.
Does it cost me an action point to prevent him from disengaging, or is it just a?
We're rolling evade skills, so yes, it will. Or you can just let him go. It's up to you.
If I let him go, he's just going to start casting spells again, isn't he? I'd better try and stop him. So I will blow the action point.
Okay then. So, well,
and opposed evades.
Is your evade above 100?
It is not, unfortunately. Okay. I wish it was.
Well, I fail. So I fail to withdraw in any case. So you probably don't need that roll because I failed. So I can't succeed. So we're left in combat. So keep that action point. Okay. I will check it.
I don't use the action point. Fair enough.
I will check it.
Cool with me.
We're coming up to you, Bartleby. You're still bathed in Amriel's glory. I feel a spell coming on. I really do.
You are feeling correctly because Amriel speaks to both of us. I would like to...
Shock.
I believe that this guy down here is using evil magic. And I would like to use dismiss magic to see if I can get rid of his shield.
Okay, then. So the first thing I need to know is the magnitude of... I think all your magnitudes are 11. But
they are.
And do I get a resist?
I don't believe you do. I just eliminate combined magnitude of spells equal to my 11.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, it just fails if your magnitude is too high.
Yeah. Okay. So the magnitude of mine is 15. What was yours?
Shoot.
No, it's not. Sorry, it's 7.
Here's my spell anyways. I'm going to attempt to nope away your shield spell.
Yeah. So that actually does rid his shield spell. But as Cyrus will tell you, I've cast this beforehand. So it's on the 3 opponents as a duration. Oh, yeah. So he is now... Merrick, you can... I was going... Tell me if I get the description wrong. So Merrick, you're there. And suddenly from on high, you almost like see this shaft of bright moonlight that comes down onto the dark sorcerer, who shields his eyes in the brightness. But the interesting thing is, you notice that as it goes round this Dark Sorcerer, that black aura that you've been trying to slice through just gets disintegrated, and totally it's almost Merrick, as if the Dark Sorcerer has been purified right there in front of you.
I would add
Oh,
just
you are
a
mine now,
note.
Sunbeam.
Yeah.
There's definitely some judgment in this, and if at all possible, it would probably look a little bit like harsh fluorescent light too. As it
Oh,
hits his face, you can probably see little blemishes.
ouch! I was
Judgment.
judge. I was just searching for see if I wanted to find. Can you hear that? You hear that?
All of my miracles and prayers are a little too loud.
Yeah, was it loud? Sorry. Right.
Where does chorus come from?
Bartleby, you are out of. That's your turn done, isn't it?
Yep.
So this guy has no weapon. That's right, isn't it? This Frost Darkling.
It's
That is
on the ground by
correct.
his feet.
Yeah. So he's going to use his action because they have horns. He would try to whack his horns into Lionel. Lionel doesn't want one of those. He hits it. Lionel, I presume you would like him this blow.
Yeah.
Did he just get? Oh my God. He's naturally improving his crit as he goes along. Because he started off with rolling crit 8s. He's now rolled a crit 9 to parry. So he will have.
Is there a defensive thing he can use?
Yeah, so he will have a defensive parry, a defensive special that he. What would you like him to do?
Disarm horns.
Yeah.
There's also blind opponent.
Yes, there is
there
blind
is.
opponent, reflecting the sunlight of a shield or some other tactic. The attacker must make an opposed roll of his evade against the defender's original. If the attacker fails, he suffers blindness situation for 1d turns.
I think that's kind of cool.
Is that what we want to
Pin
do?
weapon, and then pin. I'm just making sure. There's what's enhanced parry? Which one on a critical defense entire force?
That I think it counts your parry as being a larger weapon, so that it blocks more of the damage.
So this was an evade, wasn't it, against my blind? Is that what I said?
Yeah, I say blind. Blind makes the most sense.
He's got so he is successful, but he's not successful in the opposed roll. So he is now weaponless and blinded.
And blinded.
Yeah.
For 1d3 rounds. Roll 1d3.
But Cyrus, give me a chance. I got to type it.
Do it.
I've never known Cyrus to be
Cyrus
These guys
is
dead.
bloodthirsty.
Yeah. Oh, 1d3 coming
Mess
up.
up my arm. I'm gonna come.
Yeah. 3 turns. He's out of it for 3 turns. There we go. Lionel. So that wasn't Lionel's attack. This is Lionel's attack. If he gets a crit now, it's just going to be unbelievable. No, he doesn't. Phew.
That's a good roll,
Still
though.
pretty good. Yeah, so good roll.
Got a hit though, yeah.
A hit, and it will be another special. So he can probably do. It's not a crit though, so he can't bypass armor, but he can do max damage.
That max damage would only be in a crit, wouldn't it?
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And tripping him would be really funny against that 86 while blind and disarmed.
It would be. Or he could entangle.
You want to use entangle, don't you?
Well, entangle. If he entangles an arm, the target cannot use items held. A leg, the target cannot move. Head, chest, and abdomen. Target rolls 1 grade harder. Entangler can then spend an action point to automatically trip the opponent. So he could actually entangle and then use an action point to automatically trip him.
Yeah.
So that Cyrus
Once
can
he's
get the
got
kill.
him, he's then controlling what his actions are to all intents and purposes.
Yes.
He's like moving him around the battlefield on the end of his halberd.
Exactly. Yeah. Defender must make a brawn versus the defender's roll to break 3. Or win a special effect and then use damage weapon, disarm opponent, or slip free. So what has he got? He's just got 1 special. So you want to entangle, or you can go straight for the trip if you wish.
No, he picked halberd for a reason. He wants to be tripping or entangling.
I think the entangling is quite cool. I think we should let him entangle.
Let him entangle. Okay, then. So it'll be a 1d 20. 7 must be something nice.
That's abdomen.
Yeah. Okay, then. So all my attack rolls are now 1 grade harder for everything. And do you wish him to use another action point to automatically trip him, which would then make him prone?
Yes.
Yes, I would. I mean, this poor Frostling, I love how Lionel fights. I don't know if he's doing this on purpose, but it's really...
That would be on Lionel's next.
Is it next turn? Okay. Oh, yes. Yeah. Thank you. So I'll take that off. He can't attack for 3 turns, this Frost. I know what Cyrus is going to do next. Cyrus.
What's what's the prediction?
That you're going to move forward and hit this Frostling with your... Because you like to do the killing shots. You don't like anybody else to do the killing shots.
Who does that
I'm
sound
gonna
like?
move forward. I'm gonna do forward, but here's the thing. Even with my max, can I surpass the armor, right?
I can tell you. I mean, you can act. Do you not have neutralized magic?
I don't know, but I do have 1 spell.
Really?
Because I don't think it's not available for the red sorcery.
Oh, that.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't trust your order.
Yeah. But I do have 1 thing, but it's gonna take like 2 to do it. I have bypass armor.
Oh,
That's a spell.
Yeah, it's a spell. So I can do that. I can get 1 thing closer and start casting bypass armor on the thing I'm holding. So it's only going to be two.
I mean, Cyrus, you could go help out
rounds.
against the sorcerer because Lionel, he's got this handled. He's embarrassing this Darkling. Like you could run up and back up our beloved.
I mean, if you're scared to go up against another sorcerer because it'll show up, good, then it's entirely up to you. But
I'm going for the full run now. I don't know how far can I get.
You can probably. What's your movement rate? Is it 6?
Where do I find? Yeah, 6.
You're not a gnome.
You can get there in 12, but you can't do anything once you get there. We'll be going on to combat round. Oh, look, Merrick. Cyrus just got closer to you.
Came for the support.
I've got a friend.
Okay, so this is still combat round 4, but this is turn 2 now.
2.
And Merrick, you're up.
Yes. Okay. So I know what I want to do. So we'll make the attack and see whether I can get a special.
You do get an attack.
Jeez.
You do get an attack.
Trip him! Unfortunately, because I'm fatigued, that's not going to be good enough, is it?
Oh no! Oh yeah, you're hard. Sorry. Oh
yeah. So that's actually not going to do it.
So that's not
Fatigue
going.
got to me there.
That's not going to.
If only you weren't so excited, we could have probably finished this.
Well, that's why you're up there now, Cyrus. You're backup.
Yeah. Because I need it.
Okay, so this dark sorcerer tried to escape and failed. So now he's just going to throw caution to the wind and actually try to hit you, Merrick, as he sees.
Oh well, we're
Cyrus.
I've got a longer weapon reach than him. He's actually got to close range if he wants to try and strike me. Otherwise, he can only attack my weapon.
Yes, that's exactly correct.
Maybe let's attack your weapon with his abdomen.
Oh yeah, that's a good method.
Yeah. Are you going to parry this well?
Yeah, I will.
So therefore, I have to. So you get the minus
We'll
6.
the -6.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I will be hitting you. Oh, you succeed. You actually succeed. So you will take you'll take no damage because you got the larger weapon as you parry. So if you had failed that roll, I would then hit your weapon rather than you. Bartleby Fumus.
And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be a team player. And since we're really having a hard time with this sorcerer, and I feel as if I've taken down his defenses, it's time to do what I do best.
Shock.
Be loud and annoying.
Yep. Brilliant.
Oh, what is with these rolls?
Therefore, that is you take no mana point.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah! I'm being annoying for free.
Yeah.
Free shot.
Yeah.
Right, and so
Amriel approves of your annoyingness.
Yeah. So what's
Go and be loud.
Is it evade the resist that I need to do?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Don't have a negative.
It's your time to shine.
Right. I do resist the spell. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, because it's just an
I got a crit. Oh, is it the one that's like the parrying?
No, these are just opposed rolls. It's just opposed roll, so I won't. Oh, I wanted to do something then. That I've been waiting to do also, but I can't do it. So I need a hit location and then a 1d3, I think.
Yeah. Yep. Right in your whatever. 3 rounds.
That's in my left leg. So this guy goes prone. Let me.
I want him to kneel before you guys decapitate.
Exactly. So he's out of action for 3 rounds. Okay. This Frost Darkling up here can't do anything because of his 3. So he's just sort of like being dragged around on his on the halberd at the moment.
If he then uses his halberd to attack, does that undo the tangle?
Yeah. Well, he's going to automatically trip him now because.
Oh, right.
That would make sense because this guy will go prone, and that's going to go down to 2. Cyrus, you are.
I'm gonna go take a break now, and no, I'm gonna go for the attack.
Yeah, go for it.
He's kneeling down.
He is.
To see if I can knight him in the most aggressive way.
You go for it. You go for it.
Oh.
Yeah, that will hit. I have no more action points left because I had to parry Bob's shocky spell. So you will get 1 special, but it's not a crit. Just a normal special, and then a hit location and damage.
A normal.
He's in a position for compel surrender, isn't he, at the moment?
Compel surrender.
People would surrender.
Yeah, compel surrender will only work if they would surrender.
I'm going to compel surrender by choosing location head.
Okay. Okay.
Slightly
He'll be able to
different
resist
compel
if he doesn't have a
surrender.
head.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he can't think out of that one, can he?
No.
Sorry.
do some damage for me for my Dark Sorcerer's head. Ooh.
6 damage.
Right.
That's a friendly little hit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I had had my magic up, that wouldn't.
It would have been different.
Yeah. But he doesn't need to make an endurance check here. Which he fails.
Honestly, if he got 72 and he would have beat me, like the perfect scenario if he got that 72.
Yeah, it would be, but
he would have beat my roll and be successful still.
But sadly, so he's actually out of combat effectively. So Lionel can probably finish his off, and Cyrus and Merrick, you can decide who's going to. You don't have to kill the Dark Sorcerer if you don't want to, but you.
Well, I think if we can take him captive, we should take him captive. Hand him
So
over
we
to
can
the
cast more
authorities.
spells?
Let them interrogate him.
Oh, hey, we know how to take care of wizards. You tie their hands, you give them a little slap in the face, and like 3 other things.
So just while this combat is winding to a halt, and just when Merrick and Cyrus, you're deciding what to do with the Dark Sorcerer, you notice that the city guard arrives and to start taking stock. Obviously, I think Leonella just butcher this one rather than
They're Darklings. They don't count. They're not people.
Yeah. So
this is why they want to kill us.
At this point, Merrick and Cyrus, the sorcerer, Dark Sorcerer, is down on one knee. He looks pretty beaten up. What would you like to do? Is that you want to?
For casting, they have to use their hands for casting, right?
You have to have at least one hand, be verbal, and have a clear mind. So what they tend to do is tie their hands and gag their mouth. Actually, I don't know whether.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I think that seems like a good plan at this point.
If you're drunk, yeah, you can't cast.
Or we can just do, Bartleby, close your ears. We could just slice off one of his hands.
He only needs one hand, so you'd have to cut off both, wouldn't you?
Oh, he just okay. Well,
Now that my ears are
Or-
uncovered, we could just cut off both of his hands.
We wouldn't have to go the whole hog. I mean, how many
Yeah.
fingers do you actually need for it? Could we just
Yeah.
cut a couple of fingers off each
He
hand
could
so
be
he's
a
still
hook
capable
guy.
of functioning?
We've killed people before.
What do you
That's
mean he
much
could be
worse.
okay?
This
He could-
is a deliberate conversation that is taking place in this guy's hearing, by the way.
Look,
Yeah. Yes, he only needs at least one free hand to gesture.
okay, so tie up his hands, or we just cut him off.
Okay, so first things first, are you going to let him live? That's the first thing I need to know.
I think preferably yes,
Okay.
because we can't get these people to believe us about the invasion going on. Here we have someone who knows.
Okay.
He can back up our story.
So the what do you obviously you can tie him and gag him, which is normal everyday spellcaster routine. Cyrus had it done to
They don't
him.
seem to use magic, so the local guards probably don't know.
So he's going to be made that he can't cast spells. That's the first thing. So you're letting him survive. He can't cast spells. Are you handing him over to the city guard to deal with, or are you taking them? What's going to be the plan here? The other thing is, just so you know, I don't know if you remember, but there was two guards by the gate. There's one here and one here. They look like they've passed out. They're definitely not dead. They just seem to be slumped in the corner.
Well, if there are guards approaching now while we're tying this guy up, then I think as they're approaching, I'll point to the two unconscious or dead guards and yell out, "Check them."
So a couple of the city guards go over and they sort of like move them. They don't seem to be dead. They seem to be unconscious. There seems to be one of the guards sort of like looks at them and then shouts it back over to you, Merrick. He says, "It looks like he's unconscious, but he has a good look around. There's no wounds or anything."
Yeah, well, what you're dealing with here is magic, all right? This here is a dark magician.
He sort of like
we need a cell for him.
He levels his spear at him as you say, "Dark."
Yeah, we've already dealt with it. Calm down. We need a cell to put him in, and we need to talk to your captain.
So just as you say that, you notice that the captain does arrive on scene, and he sort of like looks around and he sort of like looks at you, Merrick, and says, I am the captain." Don't know what accent that was, but I'm just going with it.
Yeah.
I think I might have been a pirate. Yeah.
Arr,
I am the captain.
shiver me
It's
timbers.
like my Witcher character, where I always maintained it was not a bad Irish accent; it was a good skeleton.
Exactly. He says we have cells below the castle. Points to the castle at the north end of Argent Reach, if you remember, where the Lord lives.
Excellent. Well, let's get him in a cell then, and then we'll fill you in on everything we know.
Yeah, and he sort of like signals for 6 guardsmen to come across and to sort of like...
Captain, you need to make sure he's gagged, so he cannot cast spells, and you need to make sure his hands are essentially not able to move. You understand?
Yeah. Says, "I understand." Says, "Harbinger of doom. I understand." They sort of like take him off, 3 on either side of him. The captain, the guard that was checking this slumped gatekeeper, is sort of like looking at you, Eric, sort of like say, what should we do?
You see that bloke over there? That's Bartleby. If anybody can help your friends, it'll be him. Get him in on this.
Sort of like
I'll
looks.
sort of wave Bartleby over.
Yeah.
Lionel and I have been having a nice little conversation about the Darklings, so I'll make my way over at that point.
You're moosey on down. Sorry, that was just somebody redeeming.
Tender mercies.
Lionel's scaring me.
Lionel is a stand at the back and looking important. Right. Yes, Bartleby.
So they're just knocked out. They're not actually injured in any way.
They are unconscious. They're not. There's no sign of injury at all.
Could I use my healing skill to try and use natural remedies to try and wake them up? Like maybe a smelling salt or something?
Yeah.
Or like
Go
some
for it.
herbs? Or a, hey, can you wake up, buddy? I'll start with the guy, on the left. Hey, buddy, wake up.
Yeah. You figured that this is induced in some way. They're not just fainted or anything like that. You do notice that the majority of when you sort of like shake or slap them, they seem to be completely out of it. All together, and the other one seems to be like that as well.
I'm gonna roll something to war cancel because there's an idea in my head, but I want to make sure I'm not metagaming.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll that, see if at least that makes sense.
No, it doesn't. Whatever it was. Cyrus goes,
Well,
no.
Maybe not. The only thing that I would suggest in this is if I were a person who was going to try to attack a city, would I go through the front gate? And the answer is probably the only reason I'll do that is either for a distraction or I have something else in mind.
It clearly doesn't make sense to you.
Clearly
Or
doesn't make
me.
sense to me. What would that be? It's like, gosh.
Do I believe that these guys are like, it's likely a spell that was cast on them that might be temporary, or do I feel it might be more permanent?
You can roll witch sight if you wish.
I think I will, but that's not what I'm going to call it.
Okay. AKA.
Emerald's vision.
Yeah. There appears to be no magic on them at all. Whatever's happened, it appears to be quite mundane.
Like they were hit in the back of the head kind of thing?
They have no injuries.
Yeah, no injuries. It must be like just an intense level of fright.
Bartleby, roll your insight.
Instead of just doing late arrest?
Yeah. And you have you have
Please, Lionel, you're scaring us. We're already called the Harbingers of Doom.
Don't leaning into it, that's all.
I think you have a skill. Okay, can you /SR 1D100 at me?
/SR
space and then
1D100.
Okay then. You sort of like look over these people. There seems to be no physical injury, and yet they're completely out of it. Just to let you know, your secret roll to me was a 25, which is actually below your law poison skill of 31.
Excellent.
Which means that you conclude quite correctly that they have been poisoned. And at that moment, Merrick, can you roll for me, before we go for a break, Merrick, can you roll for me I don't think you're very good at these.
Perception check. And I'm also tired at the moment, so I don't know. That's probably going to be hard.
No, you're.
And that would have failed even if it wasn't.
No, it's only an easy roll. You're not trying to spot anything really hard to see. But over here, can you see where I'm pinging?
Mm-hmm.
You see one of your newly found friends, the urchin that you spoke to when you were discussing being friends. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, and he seems to be keeping out of sight of the guards. But when he's
Is this the one who brought us here, or is this a different one?
this is a different one. You've seen this person. No, your friend brought you here, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got he came to the
Copper Cup.
the inn.
Yeah, Copper
And
Cup.
told us what was happening.
Yeah.
He came dashing down here.
So it's the same guy. It's exactly the same guy, and he's sort of like, you get this feeling that somebody's watching, and you look over, he's just at the corner, and he sort of like catches your eye. He sort of like lifts his eyebrows slightly in recognition. Then he sort of like beckons you and disappears around that corner. And at that point, we will pause for our break. So we'll be back at 48 minutes past the hour. So we'll say 10 to. Okay, so 10 to the hour, we will be back. Okay, so please, everybody, head off and get a drink and snack, and we'll be back. If I can find that. Is that?
I think so.
Yeah, good. Let's. I'm trying to find the screen. Go back. Right, let's go small screen to start off with. So Merrick, first of all, Bartleby, is there anything that you would like to do?
Yes. If I'm able to meta a little bit and see that my friend Merrick is quite sweaty and breathing heavily, I'd like to offer him a blessing as he walks past me.
Are you injured, Merrick?
No, but I am fatigued.
Oh, yeah.
I'm winded.
And I want to bring energy drinks for my boys.
Yeah. Nice.
So I'll give you a little
Ooh,
99.
nice.
Try and resist that.
You don't have to resist. So that will reduce your, will remove your fatigue altogether.
Yeah.
So you are
Cool.
fit and
Got
healthy.
myself back to fresh then.
Feeling alive and energetic.
Bartleby, do you want to do it?
I think Merrick is capable of realizing that he does not suddenly feel better again immediately after a fight. So he will nod thanks to Bartleby on the assumption that's what's happened.
I am praying.
And Bartleby, what about these two unconscious guards? So in the moment, there's a whole load of guard people. They seem to be putting up like a perimeter around the area, and they're making sure that the gates are shut. That was these red things that were open.
Yeah.
I know what I want to do.
Go for it.
I want to impress these guards as Bartleby is
no.
one to do.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and cure the malady that ills them.
Okay.
Which hopefully will target the poison if it's mundane or even magical.
Does it do poison?
It's disease or poison,
Oh, nice.
or I can fight disease spirits. With the disease
Oh,
spirit. That gets a little bit more complicated, and it's more of a tussle at that point.
I didn't realize that. That's a nice. You could be.
Don't like that I've revealed that.
You are now the new animist.
just against. Well, I do have spirit shield as well, but still.
Okay then. Roll your
87 of 97.
Absolutely fine. So I won't make you roll it again to cure both of them, but so both of them appear to have been poisoned. They do comment that they only remember, the last thing that they remember is someone bringing them water. He actually he sort of like starts off by saying, they were somebody brought us water, and said that they remember drinking it, and that's the last that they remember.
The water, you say?
What?
That, I mean, considering what we've been dealing with, that does make sense.
A couple of the guards come along and sort of like help them to their feet. Another new pair of guards go to the guardhouse after the gates have been closed, and they're sort of like shifting these not drunk guards, the drugged guards off. Seem to be going to be looking after them. Just so you know, because you were successful, you can both, all of you, may add 20% to your Argent Reach reputation.
Argent Reach rep.
Oh, I'm so liked now.
Everyone loves me now. Same. I'm like, on an average in a room, about over half of them will like me.
Well, this is a reputation that might not be liked. They know us.
Yeah, they know to avoid you. That's why. Merrick, you are, if you remember, you saw your friend singing
Yes.
to you.
So while things are being dealt with here, I will slip away and see what he wants.
Somebody in the chat, by the way, has just said, "Where's Purdy?"
That's what we really need.
She's on the ship.
Not anymore.
No, she's not. She was.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't she reduced to a pilot? Yeah.
I think technically she's still on the ship.
Yeah.
She was a puddle.
Yeah.
Welled into the floor, essentially.
So,
I don't think we could find a way to get her
unless she was upgraded to a Terminator, I don't think she's gonna come back.
That's possible.
Yes, they're now saying no, she's gone. Yep, she has gone. Yes, Merrick, you sort of like casually walk over to the.
Yes, I shall slip over there.
Can you just roll me your stealth if you have it, but if not, streetwise?
Yeah, I can indeed roll my stealth.
Yes,
and I can make it quite handily.
Yeah, so you make sure you get away without anybody noticing you, and just round the corner is your friend, the urchin lad.
That was a good shout. I'm glad you called us.
And he sort of he seems slightly out of breath. He is constantly surveying the area and looking around. He looks quite flighty, and you notice that he's sweating, and you don't think he's got anything. It just looks like he's exerting himself.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look at you. Sort of like looks everywhere apart from. So you're both almost like leaning up against the wall, talking to each other without looking.
Yeah. As if we just happen to be standing near one another, but not actually having a conversation.
Yeah. And he's sort of like really has a real good check around before he opens his mouth, and he says the following things, and then he almost like disappears before you can reply to him or anything like that, if that makes sense.
Mm.
And he gives you this message. He says, "Old seller wants to see you. Go to the blacksmiths." And once he said that, it wanders off and he's suddenly lost in the crowd.
Yeah.
We know that name, don't we?
We do indeed.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the rag pickers. It's a high up of the rag pickers. Possibly the head of the rag pickers.
That is
So what we know so far is some people came into, or some people who were already inside, offered drink to the guards. The
Yeah.
guards foolishly drank it because they're, idiots.
They foolishly drank water.
Yeah, we don't know where the water came
Well,
from. Come on.
Cyrus considers drinking water to be food.
Yeah.
As long as there's
Yeah.
wine available.
Right. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Ain't that hot out tonight, all right? So we know that there's people inside who are assisting
Yeah.
these attackers. Still something's still in the back of my head. I can't really figure it out, but this seemed a little too easy.
You're still thinking that there's a sneak attack?
I don't think it's a sneak attack. I feel like something's like this is all kind of part of the plan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, let's go find out that plan with our hostage that should be at the castle district cellars.
Yeah.
You talk about the castle
Yeah.
that has the I don't know, lord of the city.
Yeah.
living there?
So this is
Yeah, we delivered him right to the Lord. You're right.
Yeah,
Okay.
we handed him over. Captain of the guard and all that nonsense.
Can I roll Lord War Council again? But after this conversation,
what are your
there's a purpose.
what are your reputation? Sorry, Cyrus, go for it.
Oh yeah. Your reputation. My reputation. What's my Archer Breach reputation?
Yeah.
It's 55 now.
Ooh. What's everybody else's?
59.
Oh.
Mine's only 50. They don't like me.
No.
I'm very nice. I cleaned a shrine.
You did.
That's right,
Yeah.
you did.
And you really like Ilson as well. You're best friends with him.
I'm also doing pretty good with the
Nice.
Amber Shrine, I want to say. I want to say.
I'm putting more work into getting in with the Rag Pickers Guild, which I don't think is going to do much for my overall Argent Reach reputation.
No, but it might.
They don't seem very popular.
It might improve a different reputation.
It might.
Yeah, we're going mainstream. You're punk rock.
I just wanted to. I've actually got. But I'll send it to the Discord. Got it open. So that's what Wilson look.
Yep, that's exactly how he looks when Bartleby walks in the door and
yeah.
says, "Oh, hey."
Yeah. And
You obviously can afford the best conditioner in the city.
yes.
So.
Don't be jealous,
Doesn't
Cyrus.
look,
Don't be
because
jealous.
he's worth it.
And who else?
I mean, don't be jealous, Captain Kangaroo. Damn.
I know Brother Kaldos.
Oh,
That's-
yeah. So he's got.
He's my Amber Shrine bro.
Yeah. Is other. It's called. Is there anybody else that you? Oh yes, there is.
Captain Mikhail Lawrence.
So he is the captain. He's in charge of Argent Reach. But I think you've also met Mara Vale. Mara Vale. She's in charge of the Docklands, which I think.
Bartleby did not meet her.
Yeah,
don't
but I think
but yeah,
Cyrus did.
yeah, we sent Cyrus over there, and he had a meet cute with her.
So that
I think.
this is what she looked. Hope you're looking at.
I'm not looking at it.
Oh, and I think somebody met Avin Hurst.
He's the worst. I think that was also. Oh yeah, yeah. Cyrus had a meet cute with him as well.
Yeah. So he's the leader of the merchant.
And then you followed his messenger back to the blacksmith who was being sketchy.
Yeah.
Is it the same blacksmith we were told to visit right now?
That our friend was told to visit, not us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's, I think, Cyrus, didn't you look inside the blacksmith?
Yeah, I went inside. I didn't really see anything that popped out.
No, because you
But-
took you changed your form and then you did it again in your in the Docklands.
Mhm.
Well, yeah,
Well, I actually went. I also went into the blacksmith to talk to the blacksmith
that's right.
before
Yeah,
he closed.
but he didn't seem to give you any huge amount of information on that. So, you get back into bed because remember this happened early hours of the morning, and you have a rather fitful or restless rest of the night sleep, pondering over what might actually be going on here and keeping you awake and cycling through the probability of things happening. Merrick, you can, if you wish. Well, you can all, rather than going back and sleeping like I've just made you, you can, if you prefer, to go off to the blacksmith tonight.
Yeah.
Sleeping feels right for me.
We've got a summons from Old Cellar from the Ragpickers Guild. Wants to speak to us. I got the impression that meant wants to speak to us now. So we need to go to the blacksmith's.
I thought it was implied, even though I wasn't there, I thought it was implied that they wanted to talk to you. Did I mishear that?
Well, I mean, you didn't hear it at all, but you
Did player
thought
Adam
it sounded that way.
Mishear that?
They didn't.
Merrick is going to present it to you as wanting to speak to us.
Yeah, they weren't. There was never. Let's put it this way: they weren't. They didn't say, "Oh, I would only like to speak to."
Yeah,
I'm just
Okay.
I wasn't told not to bring you.
correct. Just
Well, praise Amriel then. Let's go.
which one? Tavin first. Yeah, you should be able to see.
Oh, Old Cellar, as in not like Old Cellar. My brain was hearing cellar like a
No, it's
basement,
not.
and that
No.
kind of scared me.
My notes have 3 different spellings with question marks off.
Nice. Nice. Right. Okay, then. So you head to the blacksmith. When you arrive with your party, you notice that this lad is there. You also notice that the blacksmith is actually there as well. He's armed, though. He seems to be carrying a rather hefty iron shod hammer that is obviously two-handed. you can see by his bulging biceps that he's quite capable of wielding this weapon, probably with considerable accuracy. He invites you in when you get close, so you don't need to knock or anything like that. As you get close, he sort of like opens the door. He nods to you all as you come in.
As I'm going in, I'll look down at the hammer and just say, "Bit late for smithing, in it."
He looks back at you, says, "It would be if that's what I was planning to use it for." You notice down at the back, and Cyrus, you notice that one of the back crates that you saw before has been pushed over to one side, and there underneath it there's a hole that has a rope ladder attached to it that seems to go straight down into the ground. It looks like it's a round tunnel. You notice your friend. Did we give your friend a name, Merrick?
I don't believe we did. No.
He's going to be called. He's going to be called Badger.
That'll do me.
So he sort of like beckons you over, and he talks to you, Merrick, but he's talking in a loud enough voice for everybody to hear. And he sort of like he says, "Glad you could come, Harbinger. Come on, old Cello needs to see you. Be careful of the rope. It's slippy in places." He almost like...
We've got to climb down a rope.
Yeah,
we've got to climb down a rope.
I'm
going to leave this here. I'm just going to lean my sword up against the wall.
He sort of like runs forward and jumps into the hole, and you figure that he jumps in, and as he goes down, he grabs the rope, if that makes sense, and he
does that too often. He'll have no.
Yeah, he's so like,
or really rough hands.
You see his head suddenly disappear from view, and then you hear him cry, "Come on, we haven't got all night."
Yeah, I will lean my sword against the wall, and I will say to the blacksmith, "Keep an eye on that. I'll be back for it in a minute." And then I will chin down the rope.
Do you have any appropriate skills? So Cyrus,
I have athletics.
That is what we will default onto. Cyrus, you can use acrobatics if you.
Ooh. So I could do like some cool, pole dancing kind of all the way down.
Yeah, so Merrick,
Cyrus comes down head first and then kind of flips over.
You do a classic Spider-Man that you just sort of like go down head first, then stop. Cyrus does a wonderful backflip or whatever, and here's always a good one. If you're going down, Bartleby.
Oh, I'm hanging out with this guy, Mr. Black. I would like to distract him with
Get down here.
My discussions of how Amriel has helped us save the city and keep things safe, fighting the Darklings. So I want to avoid responsibility by using oratory.
He says, "Get down the chute."
You didn't even want to hear my
No,
preaching.
he didn't. No.
All right. I'm gonna
athletics.
Spit on my hands first, and lean my staff.
This would be so funny if you crit it.
Yeah. No.
Oh!
What?
Yay!
It was the spit on my hands. Grossed everybody out.
Bartleby, as you're shimming down, hand over hand down the rope. You vaguely remembered climbing a rope when you were in Lindo out on the streets. But one thing that you do notice, that as you drop down, you're the last person, so you see the crate put back over the hole. But the interesting thing is, as the crate moves across, it has no bottom. If that makes sense. So the crate just moves across. It would be you would be able to climb up and almost like crouch.
Bet you there are spy holes in that crate.
You do notice, Merrick, because you're the first one down. After a good 20-foot climb, you come to, looks like a tunnel. It doesn't look like a sewer. It looks like a tunnel. It seems to have bricks. It seems to be like a brick arched way that goes down, and you can see a badger a short way ahead beckoning you to follow him. You do notice that there's no flaming torches anywhere, but there is this almost like eerie bluish glow. It lights the corridors or the tunnels enough for you to safely move down, but you probably can't see specific details because of the lack. And it seems to be from either fungus or lichen, or if you want to call it lichen, you can. It seemed to be almost like growing on the walls, and that's what gives this the eerie blue light. Like I said, there's no torches or flaming torches. Do you wish to follow?
Shall follow after Badger.
Okay.
I'm right behind as well, so.
And Bartleby eventually gets down.
Slow and steady, guys.
Slow and steady.
Yeah.
And he sort of like steps away, and you start to follow Badger. Badger's always a considerable distance ahead of you. It's never a case that he gets really close and chats or anything. But you notice that these tunnels seem to be, there's quite a lot of them, but it's not maze-like, if that makes sense. And in all the tunnels, whether or not you're going through a crossroad intersection or T-junction or whatever, you see the urchins down here. They seem very positive. They seem very happy. Some of them are sat eating. Some of them are playing jacks, the pick-up bit game. Some of them are just talking and drinking. And you notice that a lot of them greet Badger and nod to him, or sort of like signal to him. And you figure he's probably someone quite important in the bag. And then eventually you see ahead of you a glow that suggests that there's torches or fire or braziers or something like that. Yeah. And you come into what appears to be a rather circular arched cavern. And initially you think it's been cut out of the rock and that's it, but you notice that it's lined with these bricks. It looks like the whole area was actually constructed and actually made to be like this. Just to reiterate, as you were coming through, there was nothing on the ground that was watery or anything like that. Merrick, you're from an untrustworthy background.
Rude.
Roll your insight.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
oops, 99. That's not quite what we were looking for.
No. Okay. I'm going to keep that fumble and use it in a
Use it against me later.
yeah. I know exactly where I'm going to. And as you walk into this cavern, it's arched, high roof, big room almost, you notice that there's a long table, and at the end of it sits the who you recognize. Have I given you the picture of Old Cellar?
No.
You have?
you have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, is he?
So you see what you assume is Old Cellar at the end of this long table. So the first thing that you realize is that the oldest person in the room is Old Cellar. But the other thing that you notice is that the next highest age bracket down is probably early to late 20, and that's it. The majority of people in this place tends to be street urchins or children or teenagers. They seem to be living very well. You know, they're not upset. They're not sad or anything. You can see that they're well fed. You can see that they have beds in this room, and people are looking at you, but not acknowledging you. The only person they seem to acknowledge is Badger, as he leads you through corridor tunnel. As you arrive, the lady who you assume is Old Cellar stands up and signals, sort of like, come, sit down.
When she does, I shall bow formally. I shall approach like halfway and then bow formally before going and sitting down. Just because.
Yeah, roll your courtesy.
I will roll my courtesy and see if I can manage to get it right this time.
Yeah, she sort of like looks at you and says, "No need for that, love. No need for that. Come, sit down." And she sort of like claps her hands, and various urchins move away and brings chairs up to you. You do also notice that. So she's at the head of the table, and you're sat on either side. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Badger goes. 1 minute he's there, the next minute he's no longer there. Notice in front of you are brought 4 goblets, pewter goblets, and somebody comes over and pours what appears to be a red liquid into it. It's not blood, but they top it up, and
Stella's not actually a secret vampire.
yeah, but she does. In front of you are things like a couple of loaves of bread, some cheese, some meat, cold meat, and she sort of like says, "Help yourself to food if you need it." She says, "It sounds as if you've had a busy night."
Yeah, I shall start helping myself to food and say, so do we have you to thank for that warning?
Well, Badger's pretty good at organizing things himself, but yeah, maybe. The silence as everybody carries on eating. And are you eating, by the way? And are you drinking?
Yes. I definitely am eating and drinking, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there wine?
Well, the red liquid that you were hoping is wine, you drink a little bit of it, but it's not wine, Cyrus. It's either cranberry juice or pomegranate juice. It's one of the others. It's
Ooh.
definitely not wine. You know,
I instantly just hand Bartleby the mixer and just
Oh yeah, I drink mixer for fun.
They missed a step. They forgot to ferment it.
yeah.
um,
So old Salah finishes her mouthful, and she says to you, she says, "I know you're new to this place, but I think you are the only that I can trust with this rather disturbing news."
Well, we are harbingers of doom.
Yes, quite an interesting title, don't you think? When you hear what I'm going to tell you. So, tell me, have you come across the word Discordia? You notice as she says the word, the whole place goes quiet.
We've heard it.
It's a name that we have not heard in very long time. But it appears that she is back.
That is the impression that we got, but no one seems to want to listen to us when we tell them.
Says you are safe talking down here. Don't worry about that. But yes, we've got some rather disturbing news. You are probably aware of the Darklings, that giant scorpion, and the runaway cart, and the attack at the south gate. Oh, and on with the attack at the south gate. Yes, the guards were drugged, and then some of my army saw a hooded figure running away from the gate once they had opened it. Don't know, but
you didn't follow them?
Oh,
no, I just saw them and probably made the right choice because he ran to get you.
to get us.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense that someone must have let me in because the gates weren't broken, they were just open. And it seems like did you say the guards had been drugged?
Yes.
Bartleby?
They had poison in their system that I purged through the power of Amriel.
Well, you may need
Yeah.
your power of purification soon. But your purification might be withstanding greater power. Thinks for a while. Says, I'm just going to come straight to it. See, Scordia has corrupted somebody in Argent. She completely control of them. They have succumbed. Scordia now operates her plans through this person.
Do you know who this person is?
Captain.
Ah,
Oh,
that's a problem.
Is the person in charge of all of Argent.
but like your whole history in Argent's Reach is fighting against these things, having the whole military tradition and having the captain being the one most against this. How is this possible?
It has been manipulated. The great wealth, sane handsomeness, reputation. She promises a lot to her followers. Sadly, probably find out her promises are in vain. He will not.
Yeah.
Is a puppet. He is being manipulated. But there is worse news. Have reason to believe he's not working alone. There are other conspiratists that work in this place. Maybe some of the leaders of the factions, maybe the common people, might even be a whole uprising of people dedicated to Discordia out in the city at this precise moment. I have no way of knowing. But we want to trust you because you are new. You seem to be battling the forces that might be controlling the captain himself.
Don't suppose you can offer us any proof of his corruption?
Proof is the word of my urchin army, as you can imagine, Eric.
Well, that's good enough for me. I was more thinking in terms of proof we could take to someone else, the other leaders.
I think that is something that we will need to work on. Not send my urchin army into various places around Argent Reach. We can sit and observe, but once they are behind closed doors or out of the city, then my eyes and ears firmly covered, not see what's going on.
But you are willing to help us
Well,
in what ways you can.
I'm hoping you will be able to help us to find these conspirators, find the people, maybe even ridding Captain Mikhail Lawrence of Discordia.
If he's been,
I think we can do it.
if he's been influenced in some way rather than having turned voluntarily, it'd be good if we could free him of that influence.
We absolutely can.
As you're talking, 3 young children come in. They're probably in their late teens, but they seem to be, when you look at them, and there's 2 boys and a girl. They seem to be almost like in sync with each other, and they all walk up directly to Old Cellar. They ignore you altogether. You notice that one of them has a sort of like a German Shepherd dog with him, an Alsatian with him that seems to almost like hug to his leg. They approach Old Cellar. They appear to be having a conversation, but no words are being spoken. Eric, do you have any understanding of thieves' cant or anything like that? Maybe
I do not. I wasn't sure whether such a thing existed in this setting. So when creating the character, I did not buy any skill in it.
Well, from being in Argent Reach, I think it definitely exists here. And they're busy talking. And you can you and you can all make an insight roll if you wish, but if you think that you will be watching old Sal in particular this conversation, then look at Cyrus, nearly a crit.
Oh yeah.
So Bartleby, unless you're using a point of luck.
No, I don't think Bartleby would be able to pick this up.
Okay, so
Cyrus, this is how insightful you can be when you're not drinking.
yeah. Oh, hang on, he's trying to adjust his camera.
He's
If we all do it, will it? will it help if we all do it at the same time? Okay, so Merrick and Cyrus, you pick up that whatever the conversation is that happens, Old Seller looks more concerned, and after a while, they stop, and she says, "Thank you. Go and get yourself something to eat, and well done." And she turns back to you guys, says, "The news has just got worse."
Why is that?
Are you familiar with a knight called Annalise?
Yeah, we've met.
Yeah, she's our best friend.
Maybe yours.
You be sad to know that she has not returned to her house in the Noble district. Servants there revealed that she left 2 days beforehand, has been seen since.
Not surprised she's got herself into trouble.
Do the servants know where she was going? Like, was she going to check one of those guardian towers, like where we got our leather armor from?
Luckily, my urchins are well trained. He had organized audience with Captain Lawrence.
With the captain.
A maid described her as being angry, urgent at the same time. And she was carrying a sword.
Yeah, she's who told us about Discordia. So she'll have been trying to get the captain to accept what's going on and that Discordia is back. But we all know now that the captain already knows. So that won't have gone well for her. If we're lucky, she's imprisoned.
And if we're unlucky,
well, then we're never going to see her again.
Old Seller sort of like thinks for. We had somebody from the opposing side that we could encourage them to talk.
Yeah, unfortunately, your news came a bit late.
Why do you say that, Merrick?
Well, because we did capture one of the attackers at the south gate and handed him over to the captain.
You notice that Old Seller eyes light up in almost like as in hurrah, and then oh. We don't know who.
We were going to go and interrogate him tomorrow, but he won't be there.
We don't know who to trust. Have you noticed anything when you've been discussing things with many of the town leaders?
Over to you two. You did all the talking to town leaders.
I mean, from my end, there seems to be a concern about the deep lake, as if there's something corrupted in there. Um, concern about the water, concern about the shrines. There's something malignant and rotting. And really, all I need to do is find any one person on their side, and I should be able to fix them.
Do you think that the rook part of the plan? You assume she's talking about some rook.
Wilson, yeah. I mean, it's difficult to tell. He seems dismissive of things while also accepting that there are bad things happening. There's a concern with the water. But if we know who is causing this problem, we merely need to get an audience with Captain McHale, and I can cleanse him. If it's his mind that's broken, Amriel can fix it.
Again, I do want to preface and this that there is currently a dark sorcerer in the same building as this captain.
I should be able to fix him too.
You're making the assumption here that they've been swayed by a corrupting spiritual influence of some kind. If they've
Because
just been
Discordia
swayed
is.
by but if they've just been swayed by the promise of wealth and power, there's nothing you can do to cure greed. If you had
Well,
a
first
magic
off,
that could cure greed, the world would be a much better place.
I do have a magic that can cure greed, and I would call it a miracle because Amriel can cleanse the mind and make one pure of heart once more, or at least less hindered by madness, insanity, illnesses of the mind.
And if that doesn't work, he'll shock him.
Yep.
Yeah.
You do.
I can even dismiss magics. If it's magic that's controlling them, I can merely ask Amriel to say, let Captain McHale be free.
And I think you have
If.
heal mind.
If though, innit?
Okay, that's what I've been hinting at is yeah, so maybe you guys should jot this down. Through Amriel, anything's possible.
The old Salah sort of like she seems to be amused by your bravado, Bartleby, and she looks over to you. This is one of your gods, yes? This Amriel.
The goddess of the light moon.
Interesting.
It's a definite asset, but we're not going to be putting all of our eggs in that basket, I don't think.
Listen, Salah said. I hope I can trust you in this. And I hope you're not going to be, shall we say, unwise in your actions.
Oh, you ain't met us, have you?
Yeah, maybe she has. She's only seen the wonderful combat at the gate. She thinks you're always like that.
Unwise is our middle name, but we'll do our best.
And she thinks for a while and she ponders, and then she almost like as if she's decided on an outcome, and she turns and sort of like looks at you, and she says, "We dare not go against the captain without knowing who else is involved in this." if we
Well,
reveal to the captain, then it will just drive everybody else further away from being detected. But we need to somehow ensure that the captain tells us or indicates who's in this without that.
right, I've got an idea.
Like, as in if we cured his madness and he was able to tell us everybody he knew that was in on it.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's that as well.
Says maybe when you cure the corruption, what else will he lose? What else will Discordia, if she is inhabiting him like spirits can?
Oh, I follow what you mean, Sella. That is a good
There may
point.
not be a lot of his mind left afterwards.
But I
And
mean, if
maybe
I'm
you can
disconnected from
heal him,
Amriel, then
but
when you're distant from your spirits or your goddesses, you would receive less information. Maybe they have some sort of communication network.
There is definitely a network of some description. I need to tell you something else before we progress. In the legends, or should I call it now history, this, and she gestures upwards to the areas of Argent. This was her main stronghold. Discordia owned Argent Reach.
that's why she's targeting here specifically then. She wants it back.
Yes, Merrick. That is my worry. And how many people die? How many people will be corrupted? How many people will be assumed as hosts or spirits who take over people? It would be disastrous.
Well, we've got a lead. We know about the captain, and we've got a reason to go and poke into his business because we gave him a prisoner tonight that we're going to want to interrogate. So we've got a reason to go to the castle in search of that prisoner. And if he's let him go, it will be telling, I feel, what excuse he gives as to why he no longer has the prisoner. And either way, it'll give us an excuse to poke around a bit. See if we can find out maybe whether it's just him, whether he's got the whole guard on his side, or whether just part of them are following him and know, and the rest are still doing their duty all unaware, and whether he has any connection to anybody else in the city that may also have been corrupted. He's got to be the start of our investigation.
I also
Makes sense.
That sounds good if you are brave enough to hunt him in the castle.
I think we're dumb enough to.
Yeah, unwise is our middle name, apparently.
I would endeavor to ask one further task of you before we meet again. I am pretty sure that Annalise has some very important information. Maybe finding her location helpful too.
Well, again, our only lead on there is that we know she went to see the captain. So we're still heading to the castle either way. Maybe while a couple of us talk to the captain, somebody can do some sneaking around.
Like a little birdie?
Somebody who might be able to perhaps, take the form of an inconspicuous creature.
Nice. Yeah.
If only we had that in our group.
I don't know, guys. We should maybe try to add more people to our group if that's we're just missing all these.
So,
Yeah.
is there anything that you would like to query or ask of a seller?
I mean, actually, yes, but it doesn't directly relate to the plot. So
You can still
if we
ask
can
her.
find, if we have anything that we want to ask about the plot first.
I mean, we climbed down the rope. You may as well ask what you want to ask while you're here.
I just want to know about these tunnels that we're in, which are clearly, built. Were they built for the rag pickers and the urchin army, or were they already here? Are they part of the older structure that used to belong to Discordia?
They are the latter. This was
Older structure.
how her people got around. They did not enjoy the daylight. So they would come down to these tunnels. Luckily, found the entrances. Although
They're spread around the whole city.
although we have no written maps, every person has the map.
Is there a way into the castle from these tunnels?
There is. She ponders for a while. It's almost, she doesn't know whether or not to give you the information. That's what it is. And there's a pause as she sort of like struggles with it, and then says, I think that information is probably best shared later date, when I can assure that we are fighting for the same cause. He then says, the blacksmith in the trade district, he can be trusted. He will always allow you access to the tunnels through that entrance. There are many more, but maybe stick to that one to start off with.
Go ahead. Just continue, but I do have something to say when she's done.
And she's only going to finish off the conversation. So tell me now.
Okay.
This is your moment, Cyrus. This is your moment.
You obviously understand how your little army here is mostly used for information gathering.
Correct.
Nothing really happens here unless you know about it because of what you built, which I do appreciate. I think it's smart. But do you know anything that's happening with the docks? Like there's apparently the stains that were being delivered that have gone missing, but can be kind of dangerous. Do you know anything of it?
Says, there are many things that are happening in the city that we know that is happening. Our strength is observation and information gathering. Sadly, she looks almost like disappointedly at some of our urchins and says, they're good at, let's say, they do not have the strength to understand why things might be happening. You notice at that point, Badger has appeared by her side. As Badger will take you back, and she points to you, Merrick, and you know how to get in touch with Badger. So do arrange a meeting if we need one. If not, I will arrange a meeting when we have more information.
Yeah.
She stands
I'll
up.
pass on anything we find through Badger.
She nods, and she looks at you all, even at you, Cyrus, and says, I am fond of you all. Please stay safe out there. Badger sort of like,
Cue Hill Street Blues opening intro music.
yeah. Dee, 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 dee. So
Hmm.
Badger takes you back to the same entrance. And just as I think some of you are thinking, there are multitudes of tunnels. You're not actually sure whether the way you go back is the same way
that we
it came.
came.
Yeah. You're totally disorientated, especially once you get into the blue glow of the fungus on the tunnels. However, Badger gets you back to the Copper Cup, and you settle in for what will probably only be a couple of hours sleep before you'll probably be awakened by the smell of coffee and freshly baked bread and maybe the odd dash of bacon. But it's none of these that wakes you up. It is a heavy, rather purposeful knock on the door. It's quite bang, bang, bang. And then, just as you sort of like thinking, what is that? You hear a voice from outside. You hear somebody says, "This is Peptin, commander of the King's Guards. Captain's Guards."
Can I say there's a
Yeah.
king?
It just fell out right.
We're talking to nobody.
He says, Captain Mikhail Lawrence demands a presence, an audience with you. And he says demand as if there's no option. And opening the door, you see that there are 6 guards at the doorway. These do not look like the city guards. These guards seem to have very ornate plate armor on. They seem to be they have swords and daggers on their belts. They have shields and a spear as well. And the guy who's talking to you has removed his plate mail helmet and introduces himself as Peptin, commander of Captain Mikhail Lawrence's personal guard. They are resting now.
Did they think we were going to resist going to see the captain?
Maybe I might.
I mean, that's an honor. We've been trying to get an audience.
I was half expecting this to be them coming to arrest us. So demanding an audience is a step shy of arresting, at least.
Somebody in the
could be worse.
Darthian in the chat says, "Are we entering combat rounds and going to fight the guards?"
I hope not. I certainly hope not.
If they take my weapon away, maybe.
They seem to be quite happy for you to carry anything that you wish. Just so you know, when you go down into the main room of the Copper Cup as they escort you out, they seem to be keeping very close formation around you, by the way. There is another person there who seems to be slightly older man, and he's not dressed in plate. He seems to be dressed in robes, and he has a quarterstaff with him, and just by looking at him, he looks more like some kind of spellcaster rather than a guards person.
It's odd for an area that doesn't seem to have spellcasters.
It could be an animist.
He could well be
Yeah,
an
could be.
animist, since that would be very plausible. And please remember, spiritual combat or combat against spirits, when you're not an animist, can be very
Goes badly.
Yes. So just to remind you that to combat you have to be on the same plane of existence. So your room could be full of spirits, but they wouldn't be able to attack you unless they manifested themselves.
Manifest, yeah.
The other thing to remember is that spirits can manifest they can take over people's bodies. And so a lot of the time, an animist might welcome in a spirit to augment its abilities and things like that. And then the real person is just sort of like removed or allowed to exist in a small portion of the brain or the body, while the spirit enjoys the fullness that's available to them. Brilliant. We will leave it there for this week. So you appear to be going to Captain Mikhail Lawrence for an audience with him. So it sounds as if your dreams have come
I think
true.
that's what's happening. I think that is definitely what's happening. I mean, Merrick in a little bit and try and get some breakfast first, but I don't expect we'll be allowed it.
You are allowed to take any weapons that you want. So you're allowed to don armor, pick up your weapons. There seems to be a sense of urgency in this meeting. Just roll.
I had gotten some bread and like an apple and some cheese the
I
other day at the
was going
market.
to say,
so I would share it in my rations.
Maybe just some flatbread and some of that bacon that got mentioned earlier on.
Can you
eat it on the way?
Can you decide whether or not you want to roll a perception check or an insight check? You can only roll one of them. Okay, so make a decision which one, and then roll it.
Do we all have to be the same one? Or
no, you can.
We decide for
Insight
ourselves.
is slightly better. So
Insight
go
versus
with
what was the
insight.
other one we could do?
Insight or perception. Nice insight roll. Quick.
Um,
I'm going to use a point of luck.
Ooh.
Oh damn, that was close.
Bartleby nearly gets a crit. Okay then. So if you were successful in your perception, as you're being escorted out, you do hear Mix, who, if you remember, is the owner of the Copper Cup, and she's talking with her barmaids, and you definitely from the perception check you catch little glimpses or of the conversation that's happening, and from that you determine that this is probably, they've never seen the personal guard out and about. Never seen the personal guard out and about. They never left the castle unless on festival days when the captain comes down with them. So they're very in awe of this, but also puzzled. And Merrick, you got an insight roll. And as you are leaving, you almost like get this strange feeling, and you look over to one side, and that's where the robed figure was. And he's just sort of like watching you, and he's frowning as if he's puzzled by something when he's looking at Bartleby. And he sort of like looks at you, looks at Cyrus, and looks at Bartleby, and is almost like puzzled, and his head tilts as if he's trying to discern something, but can't. The chat's laughing at you, Cyrus. The last minute luck from Cyrus. Last minute. Okay, we will leave it there until next time. I think you've got plenty to think about and try to work out. Before we go,
Good session.
Thank you. Before we go, I'm going to allow you to say anything that you wish. You normally have some wonderful streams coming up. Yeah. Fishy, go for it. Took me a while.
Hopefully, I will have a Mapper Monday stream, but also definitely on Tuesday will be this month's Echoes of Legend actual play. So Tuesday evening on Leashing Barguests, we will. Well, we ended last time with a large cat, a suspiciously large cat that has been behaving far too intelligently,
Doppelganger,
looking at the player
Werecat.
characters. So the Tuesday session will begin straight into our first serious combat.
Oh, nice. We'll look forward to that. Mr. Pickles, do you have anything to share?
Well, besides the book that I'm obviously going to be working on, Captain Kangaroo and I have a really interesting project that I believe we're going to start today. But I don't want to take the glamour out of it. I want Captain Kangaroo to sell it.
Well,
Hang on, it's not your turn yet. Hang on,
okay.
it's not your... Don't make me mute you. So I will be back tomorrow night playing some Elder Scrolls online. Also, do go along and check out the YouTube channel or Patreon on Ko-fi, when you can sign up for the tiers to actually have an impact on the campaign, to name things, to be part of it. I also do a written account of each session as well as we go along. There's also available GM secret behind the screen looks at there. So do check out the tiers there. And yeah, I will be playing some Elder Scrolls Online. Despite so many people being laid off, I'm still there, still playing it. Maybe I'll be the last person that's playing it in that'll be okay. Before we finish to the night, I'm going to go across to Captain Kangaroo, who's going to be sharing the wonderful joint venture.
It's an exciting new project. Yeah.
If it's OnlyFans, you've done that already. That's not good. So the chat.
Why would it, like, that's obviously been way too successful as it is. We don't need to keep going.
Okay,
Exactly.
the chat is ready
so
for
much
this.
money you can get from the fans. Well, obviously, Mr. Pickles and I, we've noticed that there's a big, like, we went to see IMAX together, holding hands, and we saw the new Odyssey. We're like, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't. It takes this many days to get from Turkey to Greece. So what we decided to do, we're going to rent a raft, right? And we're going to, and this, of course, this is August, so it's definitely, it's not the most easy trek. It's definitely where the most highest winds, but we're going to show ourselves taking an odyssey, as you will, from Turkey all the way to Old Town Ithaca, and what we're gonna find that it doesn't take forever. You don't have to run to all these mythical creatures and sleep with some weird witches. It doesn't take that long. It'll take
Spoilers.
a few days at best. Sorry,
Spoilers.
sorry. I remember it's a 3,000-year-old story. My bad.
You know, there may be people who haven't read it
My
yet.
bad.
So some people may not have read it.
But now keep in mind, we don't really have too much with us. You know, it takes a lot to fly to Greece in today's times, and the raft we're gonna have to probably steal off somebody. So all proceeds will go to you know, things we need, such as water, life jackets, you know, things that, you know, secondhand stuff we may or may not need. So feel free to reach out to us, and we'll show you where on OnlyFans to check us out.
You can accompany
Only rafts.
you can accompany Captain Pickles or Mr. Kangaroo together as they venture through the ancient world. It's,
Mr. Pickle's Kangaroo. Oh no, Mr. Kangaroo's Pickle. There we go.
Yeah.
Mr. Kangaroo's Pickle.
That's our name.
The chat said Roo and Pickles adventure.
Roo and Pickles.
Actually,
Roo.
Adventure.
Pickles and Roo sounds better. Pickles and Roo
Pickles and Roo.
adventure. Quickly, somebody capture that name and keep it.
Pickles and Roos and their odd icy. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We will hopefully be back next Saturday for some more. We'll see what happens. Some more Mythras as the party gets summoned to the castle district to meet the corrupted captain of Ardent. Till then, please look after yourself. Stay safe and healthy. Until then, it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. And it's goodbye from them. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sure.
Bye.
I'm supposed to say what? Hold on.
You've
Baguettes.
you've been covered up.
No.
So you're gone. You're out of here. Let me just get to the out.